Where's my screen? How'd you do this? Why am I on an analytics screen? You bastard. I don't know how to fix this. Where am I?
What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm on a screen that's not familiar to me. I don't see...
What?
I don't see things. Just take a look at where I'm at and tell me where I need to be.
You went away from OBS.
Oh, because I was
The
talking
icon
on the
here?
chat.
Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So
I
do
got
it
to talk
here.
on the chat.
Do it here.
Got it. Okay. I'm sorry. Well,
So you put on
can
the
I
happy
send
hour?
that? I'm going to send it. I'll have to do it again. Okay, so
What are you sending?
OBS. I wrote something in the chat.
Okay.
and I
Why
wanted to-
was the OBS on the happy hour?
I have no idea.
Is it only on that first
shit.
screen? God,
Shut
you
up.
suck. Hit the right button, please. Why is it there?
I have no idea.
What's that blue thing
Wait.
say?
Wait, new?
Okay, so it's part of the. It's part. Okay, so it's part of the waiting room.
All right. So should I go
It
to...
just loops.
I'll go to cold. Where's my cursor? Jesus. Great. Card.
You could have used the.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon.
Oberon.
And me, Banshee. And it's me, just Banshee, today because Mr. O's in the background here feeling
Ew.
very ill. We'll talk when he's out of the room. No, seriously, can you hear me? That's the... Okay, I see you say hi, Banshee. So, Jackie, thanks for your help. I appreciate that. It's going to be on me today, so be a little patient with me as I try to maintain the list and do the work here. It needs to be done. All right. Glad you can hear me. Mr. O is having these ongoing dizziness problems, and even though we've been trying to self-diagnose it, it may be something else, so he's probably going to be going to the doctor this week. Somehow, some way, we'll get him there and get this checked out.
I think I should just see if I should go to an urgent care, maybe.
Maybe, but they'll probably, tell you're going to have to see your doctor on this one. So they're not going to be able to give you stuff for this. And I think he's going to need to see an audiologist or an ear, nose, and throat guy. So it's going to be kind of involved, but it may not be serious. It's just a matter of trying to mitigate the symptoms. So at any rate, that's what's going on. We got 2 cameras going here, so I don't have to do a lot of switcheroo. And we'll try to make this as easy as possible. So we'll still do the regular questions, and I'm going to start with a card for the collective. Hey, have a day. Mr. O is going to lay back down, I think, or relax.
I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. I'll let him know. He's, he's kind of despondent about this. It's kind of rough. And it's a difficult situation not knowing what's going on. But I really feel confident. I mean, it's not something like a tumor or anything scary. There's just some inner ear imbalance going on, and it could be due to the infection he had. So we'll have to check it out further. All right. So I'm going to do a card for the collective, and you know what? I am so tired right now of winter. We got like about 4 to 5 inches of snow out there during the early morning hours and part of the morning. So I'm going to be using the new Season of the Witch Ostara Oracle. All right, let's try to promote some spring. So if I shake the table a little bit because I'm shuffling here, my apologies. Yeah, it's blowing around right now. I may take a picture of the front of my house later. I took some out back, but I think it'll look prettier out front. I think they've already done the streets, but I'm not sure. We have a pretty good snow crew here. They definitely did my walkway. Okay, here's what the backs of these cards look like. I don't know if you can see them. We got a little bit of bright light here, but got little bunnies on them. And the card I have picked is Community Garden. Okay. Community Garden. Let's put that right there. And that's number 7. Yeah, I mean, it finally looks like a Michigan winter here, Mr. Rivera. We've had so little snow. We're getting it all at once. Okay, maybe we'll just get it over with. Okay, so community garden. The keywords are teamwork, shared resources, building networks. To be in community is to be part of something greater than you could have ever imagined. I do like that. There's something so powerful about working towards a shared purpose. One person is incredible on their own, but combine 2 marvelous people and amazing results can unfold. Imagine combining the shared talents of dozens of like minds, all contributing their individual knowledge, experience, and enthusiasm. Your collaborative efforts could move mountains, while also fostering a sense of mutual respect and shared growth. The importance of building a supportive network as it relates to your question is underscored by this card. While you can continue this journey alone, you will find your load lighten significantly by communicating openly about shared goals and allocating resources like time, energy, and attention equitably among partners or a group of diversely talented people. This will be heightened if you have been struggling to make significant progress. Bringing in additional support could reinvigorate your plans. You may also consider working with an advisor, therapist, teacher, or other qualified professional to bring a renewed sense of perspective to your situation. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your values and aspirations. With time and commitment, you will naturally inspire each other to achieve more than you might have done on your own. And, really, in these uncertain times, it's really good for people to kind of pull together and pool their resources, their talents, their abilities to get them through the craziness and difficulties we face here. So I think, this is like not saying so much safety in numbers, but support in numbers. And it's really important right now for us to all just kind of stay together, stick together, work on common goals and purposes, and a lot of good can happen. No good happens when everybody is an island, okay? We need each other, and we thrive better with each other. So that's what I have for the collective. I see a few more names have come in, and just to let you know, it is just me today because Mr. O is not feeling well today. So bear with me. It's going to be just me trying to keep the list and all. So let me see who has dropped in. I believe it was Kara. Let's see. And Zareen. And I think that's it. If I've missed anybody, let me know. All right. I think we're at 14 now, so gosh, I will be closing the list soon. I guess that'll make it easy on me. I won't be able to put it on the big screen though, so I don't know enough to do that, but I will be able to put it in the chat when it's time. So let me repost the list and we can get started. I'm hoping to be at the top of my game today for this since I don't have Mr. O. All right. Thank you, Zareen. Really, I appreciate it. I'm hoping it's nothing serious. It's just something that he's going to need some either physical therapy or some medications to help with what's going on. I think he'll be fine. But we have to get him to the doctor, and the weather is not cooperating. All right. So, Jackie is up. Jackie, you probably posted a question up there. Let me take a look. Okay, you want one card message from Spirit. Okay. Well, let's do this one for you. I also have the Liminal Forest out there, but let's see what we've got from this spring one. Okay. Oh boy, Ari. Yeah, there's so much going around, really, and we were really hit hard. So I'm still clearing my lungs out. There's still, although I have to say that it looks like a lot of the infected stuff is gone now. It's becoming more clear. So I think I am over the hump now. Oh, Jackie, I like this. You have Sacred Circle. And Sacred Circle says, a dive into the depths of the unknown within beckons your becoming. There we are. Okay. I passed it. Nope, that's not it. I know it's here somewhere. 33, 34. So your keywords are, it begins where it ends. Go deeper. Infinite wisdom. The circle represents a never-ending journey that has no start and no end. The wheel of the year is like a circle that continues to revolve year after year, with each revolution offering another chance to dive deeper into spiritual discovery. There'll always be room to grow, evolve, adapt, or express, and thus your capacity for growth is infinite. Oh, I really like that. This card represents an opportunity to go deeper, to look beyond what you know, and consider all things that you may be yet to discover. For a current relationship, this card can mean getting to know your partner as they are today, instead of expecting them to be who they were in the past. If you're ending a relationship, this card is confirmation that someone new will appear. This relationship can be intimate, regarding a friend, or even a business partnership. In career or finance, any disruptions will only be temporary inconveniences. You'll experience a pause just long enough to fully close one door before opening another. Perhaps this is your chance to discover fresh trends and try different ideas. If your question is about finding purpose or clarity, you are invited to walk a completely different path from what you already know. Ultimately, this card has appeared to guide you towards something entirely new. There is no beginning and no ending to the circle, and it's similar, to the journey of the Fool. There's no beginning. Well, there is a beginning and maybe an ending, but it begins again. It just keeps going. And so that's it. It's like the cycles of life. It's a circle of life. It's an opportunity for you to go deeper on something. It's an opportunity to maybe put in, to finish a cycle and move into a new one. I really like it. There used to be a old pagan chant for circles that used to go, we are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. And I always like that. I always like that analogy. And so you might even want to chant that to yourself too. So at any rate, nice read for you, Jackie. All right. I like it. And I don't think we need a Lenormand on that one. I think that's just, to me, it's about self-exploration. And I think with some of the dreams and some of the past life stuff you've been doing, you've been doing a bit of that. So I think it's just saying keep on and maybe even take it deeper, Jackie. Good luck with that. Oh, hi, Russ. I'll get you on the list. It's just me today. You'll have to bear with me. You just made it. We've got maybe only a couple more slots. All right. So Aries the Aries is going to be up. All right. Ari, did you post your question? Let's see. What do I really need to know right now? Okay, I gotcha. That is the question, right? I just want to make sure. All right. I know we had a little problem last time with that. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to do my reading on that. We'll take this one card at a time. What do you need to know right now? Oh, it's the Four of Cups upright. So what do you need to know right now? I'm going to move that over here. What you need to know right now is this is a time, well, maybe you're not feeling really ambitious right now, I'll just say. Maybe, you feel as though some things have really slowed in your life, or maybe some things have been overwhelming you and you just need to pull back a little bit. Heh, maybe it's the weather. I can tell you that's holding me back. But at any rate, this is a time to maybe take stock of things. Use this time constructively. Use this time to make plans. If you're looking for work, for example, Ari, or you're trying to find the right partner, maybe this is a time to plan strategy, to look towards different opportunities, to try to create new opportunities for yourself to make what you want happen. But you see, this person is just kind of sitting back here. There's all these cups and there's one being offered, but it's kind of like, you're really trying to consider your options right now, or what you want to do next. So why is that important? Aha, wow. So you got the Five of Cups reversed here. And that's a real interesting follow-up to this card, Ari, because the Five of Cups reversed is saying new opportunities are out there. New opportunities may be coming your way, and it's time, so take some time to take stock now and ready yourself to greet new opportunities. Maybe something will be offered to you. If you're putting, resumes out there, maybe something will come through for you. If you're looking for a date or something, maybe you're going to be putting yourself in the right place at the right time to meet somebody new. There's definitely opportunities now, and it's as if you are, you are preparing for that. So I like that. I kind of like it. It's almost like the one is leading into the other here. So, okay, so what does that mean? Where are things heading? Well, it's a Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I think that things are going to be unfolding slowly here. I think there is going to be movement, but there may be some sluggishness, there may be some slowness, and also I have to tell you, you have to be, if you're sitting back and just taking stock, don't take your eye off of the things that you want while you're doing that. You might miss an opportunity, and that's what I'm worried about here, is keep your eyes open for any opportunity that's coming your way, for a job that you might want, or for, a chance to get out and mingle, whatever the case may be, because you might be missing an opportunity that could present itself. So, don't linger in this spot too long. Do what you need to do here, and then start moving towards opening yourself up to new opportunities for growth or advancement, or what you are looking for. And we'll do the Lenormand. Okay, you've got the ring. And you've got the letter. You know what here, Ari? I'm almost thinking this reading is, leaning more romantic than maybe business opportunities, because it looks like here you might be getting a letter, or an invitation to something, and you should commit to doing it. So I guess I could go both ways. You could, get a notice that somebody wants to call you in for an interview, or you might be invited out on a date. So commit to doing it. Commit to doing it. If that opportunity does present itself, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to jump on it, because it may be just what you're looking for. I can't guarantee it, but it might be. Okay, so I'm hoping something will come through. This looks pretty positive that something is going to start happening for you. So good luck with that. So prepare yourself. All right. And we're going to move on to Sile. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little bit, I think. And let's see if you have posted a question. I'll go back up here. Hello. Okay, we added you to the list. If you got a question, post it, Celie. I don't see one. Yeah, I'm not seeing a question. I don't know if you did ask to be added, so I hope you're typing it right now. I can give you a few minutes and I'll have to go on. So anyway, we have a lot of shows happening this week, I hope. We're going to be doing a monthly modality message, and that message will hopefully come out on Tuesday, which is when the sun enters the sign of Pisces. The monthly modality message is where we do a reading for the modalities of the zodiac, and that reading is good from for the whole entire Pisces season. So it's a worthwhile reading. You can come and check it out. And of course, if you don't know what modality in the zodiac you are, we do explain that when we do the readings. Okay. Celie, are you with us? Second call. Hi, Shan. I will add you to the list. It's just me today, so bear with me. Mr. O's a little not doing as well today, so he's taking time off. And I guess only 2 more people, and I will be closing the list. No, Shan, I've got you on it. Okay, last final call for Celie, and I probably won't be able to add you back in, Celie. I need your question now. Finally, one other show we're doing in this next week ahead is our Unhappy Hour is coming out on Friday of next week, and that will tell you kind of what for the next about 4 weeks is going to be troubling you or giving you some difficulties, making you kind of feel bad, and how we can turn that frown upside down. So join us for that video presentation. That will come out sometime on Friday. I don't have an exact time for that, so stay tuned. Probably a little bit later in the day. All right, so I guess we're going to move on, and I'm going to put Celie at the end of the list, but I have a feeling they may not be coming back. All right. So, Asal, you are up. Okay, and did you post a question, Asal? Let's see. I'm not seeing it. So I assume you're writing it now. Asal, I'm going to need a question from you. I'll go back and double check again. Oh, there it is. What's going on in Tae Hung Capricorn's personal life now? Does he love someone? Okay. Oh, hi, Melinda. Yes, I will add you, Mandy. It's just me today. Mr. O is really having some dizzy spells and is not going to be able to make it today. So bear with me as I get this list here. Oop. Okay. So I did get a Sal's question. I apologize for that, Sal. I didn't see it. It's a little tricky working with the 2 computers here. So I'm just going to call Tae Hung T, just for simplicity's purposes. You want to know what's going on in their life now. We will, Mandy. He's got to go to the doctor this week. That's it. I'm putting my foot down. We've been having some car problems, so my car is just not drivable right now in this weather. And I can't drive his car. His car's got some problems I can't work well with. And I'm not going to take my chances in this weather. We might get my son to take him if I can't do it, but he needs to see his doctor. I don't think it's anything super serious, but it's definitely something problematic and he needs to have it looked at. I'm going to use this deck again before I switch to one of my other ones for this reading a cell. I like working with this deck anyway. Okay, you've got the Six of Swords reversed. That's really interesting to me. I'm going to lay them all out for this one. And let's see, we've got Justice reversed as well. Wow. We have the Five of Pentacles upright. This is not a very happy reading, Asel. I hope this person is okay, T. They seem to be stuck. There seems to be something that's really blocking them in their life right now. I don't know if it has to do with maybe, a relationship that they got involved with that has gone wrong. Perhaps if they married somebody else, they could be going through a divorce, a messy divorce, or it just could be something else in their life. There's something really unfair and unbalanced here. It looks like they suffered some serious financial setback or some loss or possibly even some health issues. That's what I'm saying. This just really does not look good. There's some imbalance here or some unfairness. Maybe they lost a job and, that's costing them and is causing them a lot of grief. And they just seem really stuck right now. There's just no movement forward. They feel like they have no way out of their present difficulties. And, that is a little worrisome to me. So it just doesn't look like their life is going very well at all. And so I want to throw the Lenormand out and see also where, if it, gives me a clue as to where this is coming from. My initial thought is it could be something financial. And Justice Reversed just indicates that they can't seem to get things in balance. They can't, get out of the hole that they're in. All right, let's see. Okay, all right. So the good news is for them, T, the sun is here, and also the child. So they may be stuck right now in a rut, but I feel like they will recover. They will recover, but it's going to be a long process. Whatever they're going through right now, it could take a good amount of time for them to get back on their feet again or feel like themselves again if it's a health issue or, even if it's a romance issue. It's like a slow recovery from this. Let's say it was a messy divorce or something, maybe something bad happened, they broke up, and it's just going to take some time for them to find that light again, but they will. They will. The child here means it's just going to be a step-by-step process to get things back, to where they need to be in their life. So, that's what I have for T. Good luck with that. Yeah, you're very late, Sile. I put you at the end of the list. Please leave your question because I can't mess around today. It's just me, and we've got a full list going. So leave your question, and I'll do it. You'll see in a minute where you are on the list. I'm going to repost it because even a couple people came in after you. So after I moved you. It's good to see you again, though, and I'm sorry, but I kind of have to keep things moving. All right. So you're right before, it's a little put together there, but you're right before Melinda. And I will fix that on the list. I should have a space there. I don't know why there isn't. Weird. Okay. All right, we'll see how it comes out next time. All right, but Alicia's up, and I know you left a question, and I think it's about what you are waiting for, right? Let's see. Question. Deadline for notification is 2:20 on my work bids. That's right. Checking on progress. Okay. So let's see if there's any progress on the work bids. I'm going to use a different deck for that. Shirley, I'm going to add you. It's only me today, though, so you'll have to bear with me. And please leave your question if you've got to go away. We got a long list today, and it's just me. I'm going to take one more person after Shirley, and then I will close the list, because that'll be 18 people. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks, Shirley. Yeah, I do see it there. All right. Today is just Banshee, just little old me. All right. Okay, I know what Alicia wants. I'm going to use this one. Nice, easy one. All right. This is my Tarot Sutra. It sounds sexier than it really is, but it's basically a love tarot. All right. Hey, you're welcome, Shirley. Yeah, well, I'm going to move it along. You know, the readings will go a little faster today because it's just me. Some of them might be a little more complicated than others, so I'll try to give that due diligence where I can. All right. Well, okay, it's the Four of Pentacles reversed. We'll talk about that. Oh boy, they're all reversed, and this one's a pentacle too. Interestingly enough, it's the Six of Pentacles reversed. And it's the Ace of Swords reversed. Well, I'm not happy about any of this, Alicia. Let me put down the Lenormand too. This time I want them all out there, I think. So let's see what we get here. I think you may hear, but it may not be good news. Let's just see if I get any indication here about that. I don't know why. I knew this card was going to show up. I was just thinking about it. So it's the Crossroads card. It's kind of interesting. And the Whip. Okay. Oh, that's even more interesting. So, you know, sometimes they say bad news travels fast, but you've been waiting a while for this. And I almost feel here that ultimately it may not pan out, or it may not be what you had hoped it would be. It's either one or the other, because Ace of Swords reversed indicates to me kind of an empty victory here. And so, you know, there might be something that comes through, but it's not, I don't know if there's any way they can modify the bid, or, you know, to expect changes on the bid. Or if it's just going to be outright rejected and you're disappointed. I can see that. I see here also something's out of balance. It just seems like, you know, that's why I was wondering if there could be a modification, because, oh, let me just move that down. I see you said something there. Oh, you weren't up to speed with the live. Uh-oh, okay. Well, at any rate, I don't know if they can modify it at all, but it just seems like this is not balancing out right. And so, or maybe you just didn't meet whatever standards or criteria they would accept, I guess. You know, they're just feeling something is weighted against them, or you are thinking something is weighted against you here. And with the Four of Pentacles reversed, it's almost saying that you may have to release something here. You may have to let go of something. And I'm thinking, maybe do you have to let go of this bid, you know, that it's just not going to work out for you, what you're waiting for on the 20th. It looks like it's a no. And I'll tell you, this doesn't really say, but what this is telling me, the Lenormand, is that The whip is talking about a very fast, aggressive action, and then the crossroads, which means I think you're going to know what direction things are going pretty soon now. And since it's already the 16th and the 20th is coming, I would assume they're going to let you know, within days of this decision. So it's definitely looking not good from the tarot standpoint. But you know what? I never say never. And so I always tell people, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Come back and tell me I got the bid. Nobody would be happier than me right now. So I wish you luck, Alicia. And I have a feeling you will be hearing this in fairly short order. So good luck with that. All right. Right deck. Okay. Hey, you're very welcome. Doggone it. I was hoping it would be good news today. Libra cusp is up. Let me get the list. All right. Hello. There it goes. All right. It's fun working with two machines here. At least I don't have to touch this one anymore until I sign off. Okay, so he made it very easy for me. I really do have to learn the ropes of this, I think, so I can get it all set up on my own next time. All right, Libra, I know you must have posted something here. Let me take a look. I'm not sure. I must have passed it, Libra. Let me see. This is the tricky part for me. Sometimes my, I don't know, my computer, I gotta check my settings. It slides past things too quickly. Now suddenly I'm not seeing Libra anywhere. There you are. General reading, please. I gotcha. Okay, general read. This one. I only brought 3 decks up here today just because I didn't want to lug a whole lot of stuff upstairs. So I'll be cycling through these 3 decks. Ah. All right. General reading for Libra. Oh, it's nice to see. Boy, this card comes up a lot in this deck. There are no bends, so I know that's not the reason. A brand new deck, fairly new. So you've got Harmony, which is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is upright, Libra. I like that. You have the Ace of Swords reversed. This has come up in its clarity in this deck, and it's reversed. Okay. Oh. And then we have the Emperor reversed. Okay. Well, it seems as though there's some issues between, well, it's really funny because that 3 of Cups is upright. And, you might correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you've had that 3 of Cups reversed lately. And, or things that sort of show a disharmony going on with others. So maybe this is tied into that, but let me pull this too. Oh, well, the Rider is here, which is Cupid in this deck, and the Tree. Okay, so I think maybe in your social circle or within your family, there's got to be a little bit more order to the chaos there. There may be a little bit of chaos going on. There may be people who just are not being very helpful at this time. And I think that harmony can be restored, but somebody's got to kind of take the lead. And right now, maybe you just have not been wanting or willing to do that, but it might be in your best interest to kind of, whatever you're working on or want to get done or want to see that people are doing in the household, for example, you're just going to have to take the lead. You're going to not be able to slack off or leave it for others to do their part, because they won't. Okay? And I think here that this card, the Ace of Swords, is saying, you're not going to move things forward until people clearly understand what they need to do and what their obligations are. And also what the boundaries are, if this is about people overstepping their boundaries as well. I think harmony can be restored here with a little clarity and with a little of providing people with a sense of direction. Maybe they don't really know what you want or need, going forward in the next week or so. So you got to make things clear. And I think here that you are, that whatever's going on, everything will turn out okay. I almost feel as though there will be some growth here. As long as you can get everybody on the same page and working harmoniously with each other, I think that things will start moving in the right direction. Whatever you've wanted to accomplish or see that people are doing, it will get done, and things will be a whole lot better. So that's what it looks like to me here. It's not bad. It's not a bad reading, but I do think somebody's got to be in charge of the group. So good luck with that. Okay. All right, so we are on Christine, and I know Christine posted something. Yeah, I can add you, Aisha. It's only me today. Mr. O is out, not feeling up to it today. But you are the last one on the list. I'm going to close the list now. Let me post it. And I'm going to post my... I can't... Oh, Tajavi, are you already on the list? No, you're not. I see. You came in before Aisha. Well, I'm going to add you to Javi, but that's definitely it. Now I'm one over where I wanted to be, but I'll get you in here. T-E-J-A-S-V. Okay. Let me repost the list. I think this is right. All right. And now I'm going to close the list. Whoops. What happened here? There it is. Okay, I'm only going to be able to pin it to the top of this page. I don't know how to do the fancy stuff Mr. O does with this program. Pin. There we go. All right. Okay, let's move on to Christine's question. Okay, let's see. Boy, this computer is a touchy thing sometimes. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just a general message. What does Spirit want you to know? Gotcha. All right. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know? Let's go back to my first deck. Ah, thank you, Jamie. So nice. Everybody's so nice. You know, one of our followers on Twitter and social media in general, Judy Conda, was so enamored by us doing the emotional exchanges together on Valentine's Day that she wrote us a love poem dedicated to us, about us, and it's so adorable. We'll have to we'll have to recite it on one of our upcoming shows. It's just so amazing. I mean, that we inspired that. That was pretty awesome. All right. Okay, you got the Page of Cups reversed. I think I'm going to do just 3 on this one. The Seven of Swords is reversed. That's interesting. The Ace of Wands is reversed. Oh boy, Christine. Wow. Let's take the Lenormand into this too. I think what Spirit wants you to know is that that's Seven of Swords. That you can't necessarily trust your gut right now alone. I think the Seven of Swords is saying you need to, maybe you will need in the future, upcoming, in some situation, to get the facts. Ask questions. Read, you can read body language and you can kind of read between the lines, but you need to really look at things. Like for example, if somebody's trying to sell you something like a new car, how some people want to see the specs on the car and they want to see the Carfax and all of that to make sure the car hasn't been, involved in accidents or how many, things like that. So you'll want to look at things in more detail than maybe even your intuition alone is going to be able to provide you. And look, here's the Rider and the Sun. It's really ironic after all of this, but let's take a look. So I think here, yeah, you might be really confused right now with some mixed signals you're feeling and you're getting from others. And so you have to get down to what's really going on here. You're going to have to ask people directly, why did you do that? Or what are you feeling? Or what's the bottom line here? What are you not telling me? The Ace of Wands is indicating that it may be hard for you to move forward on something until you're really certain of what you're dealing with here. I wish I could be a little bit more specific. I almost think it could be about business or work, maybe over, interpersonal things. I feel here, though, that, if you really whatever message is coming to you, because it seems to me this is coming through either people you are talking with or you are dealing directly with, or maybe you're communicating with via, email, something like that, or text, something like that. I think it will be successful, but so long as you really dig to uncover everything before you make your move. These things could go south for you if you really don't know what you're getting into. So bottom line is make sure, it's almost like a Mercury retrograde story here in a way, where I'm just telling people, hey, before you sign your name to anything, be sure you know what you're getting into first. So just make sure you have all the facts on something before you get involved, and everything should work out pretty well if you do. Okay? That's what it looks like. That's what I have. Yeah, did you see that poem? I did post it on, or she posted it places and I retweeted it. It's just, I don't think it made it to Blue Sky though, so my people on Blue Sky didn't get to see it. I think she's there now too, but she doesn't post there as often, so that might be why. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Good luck with that. It's kind of interesting. It's maybe involving something new you want to do or get started doing. I'm not sure. So I hope that made some sense to you. All right. We're going to go on Mr. Rivera, who I think wanted a card. Did you want an oracle card, Angel? If you're here. There it is. Okay. Yes, just one. Okay. Well, let's use the spring one. Let's see what we get for you. I do love all of these decks. This is the last one in the series, but knowing this prolific creator, my guess is she'll come up with something else, either related to the seasons or who knows. But this was just a wonderful series of decks. Okay. You've got Jackie's card, Mr. Rivera. Boy, you want to show off a new deck and you get the same cards, but that's an interesting tale here. So let me go over it again. I'll try to maybe encapsulate it a little bit more, but it's a pretty interesting card. And it's basically a circle. You know, are you going in circles? Do you feel like you're going in circles? But this is usually positive circle. It talks about it begins where it ends. And maybe it's also a call to go deeper and to tap into your infinite wisdom. A dive into the depths of the unknown within beckons your becoming. So it's a never-ending journey with no beginning and no ending. It sounds like, you know, maybe the end of one fool's journey and going into the next. It's a circle that continues to revolve year after year. Each revolution, this is like they're describing it like the wheel of the year, offering another chance to dive deeper into spiritual discovery. There will be room to grow, evolve, adapt, or express, and thus your capacity for growth is infinite. It's an opportunity to go deeper, to look beyond what you know, consider all the things that you may be yet to discover. If it's a relationship issue, it might be a thing to take things even a little bit deeper. And I know you're not ending any relationship, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I don't think that would apply to you. But in career or finance, any disruptions will only be temporary. So you will experience maybe a pause long enough to close one door before opening another. Perhaps this is your chance to discover fresh trends and try different ideas. And if you're looking to find your purpose or clarity, you're invited to walk a completely different path from what you already know. This card has appeared to guide you towards something entirely new. And it really does sort of sound like that, like you're transitioning from one phase into another. So whether this is in your work life, you know, as you're cycling through, you know, the semester, or whether this has to do with things, you know, in your own spiritual development, you know, that maybe you want to try new things now. Maybe you're opening yourself up to new concepts, whether it's different forms of divination or different forms of spiritual practice and study. I think that some of that might be called for here too. That's what it looks like to me. But I am going to throw a couple Lenormand because I do wear these generally. Okay. And there's the bear and the anchor. And you know, to me, this really does smack of internal work. personal empowerment, self-development, self-mastery. The bear is all about that. The bear could also be about financial matters as well. So if there's any way you're looking to, increase or maybe secure your finances now, make sure things are more stable and secure, that could be possible here. Maybe you're ending something and one investment or one place you're managing your money and you're putting it somewhere else. It could be that. But whatever the case may be, you need to anchor yourself there where you're going. And so I think this is really saying to me, though, I really do feel it's more internal work and it's about spiritual or personal development. And you should anchor yourself in your own personal development and empowerment at this time. Really does kind of fit. So good luck with that. It's interesting that card has come up twice here. All right. Let's see, who is up? It's Lena. All right. Yeah, it's a good card. It really is. You're welcome, Angel. I am popping up the list to check Lena's question. Okay. Will I be able to pass my driving test and get my car license on the 3rd of March? Oh, still working on that license, Lena. All right. Let's see. Will you be able to pass it? And on the 3rd of March. All right. Let's do that one. I think I'm going to do a general yes-no on that one and see. I'm going to do the longer yes-no. I didn't bring my little cheat sheet up for the shorter version. And I think I would do a longer version one on this anyway, just to see if any red flags pop up. All right. Okay. Well, I was hopeful when one ace showed up, but it's leaning towards no, Lena. Hate to tell you that. It's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is here upright. We had that in a reading, I think, previous. And the only ace we had was in the middle, the Ace of Swords reversed. Doesn't matter that it's reversed so much because it's just letting us know whether there's a yes or no, or maybe yes, maybe no. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Well, I really think you have to really study hard if you're going to make this happen. You have to make sure, because I don't know whether they're just looking for any excuse to deny you, of your license. But this King of Pentacles reversed indicates to me you've got to make sure you have everything in order, that you are really focused, that you know everything you need to know before you take that test. And so, and here, this person is sitting back and, I'm worried here. Have you done enough? I guess maybe that's what this card might be saying too. Have you done enough, or have you been kind of just thinking, I don't need to do anymore, but maybe you do. Maybe you need to study more. This card is kind of sitting back and taking an assessment. So maybe you need to look at some areas that maybe you're struggling with as far as driving goes, or, to pass the test, and put more emphasis on study there. Or maybe even talking to some people who have their license, who have been through this process, who can help guide you, because I think something is definitely needed here as well. So you need to study more. You need to work harder in order to make this happen. It's not a definite no, so keep that in mind. You might be able to turn this around so long as you really apply yourself to this, and that anything you feel you're uncertain about now, you're going to be more certain about by the time you take that test. Okay? That would be my best advice to you as far as this goes. And I'm going to draw the Lenormand and see what they have to say. So it's not necessarily not going to happen, but just be prepared. And so something, if you didn't pass it before, if you were scheduled for it before and you didn't pass it, make sure that whatever you were having problems with, you're not going to have that problem again. Pure and simple. All right. Oh boy, there's a letter. Now see, that could be the test. Let's see. Because it's about something in writing a lot of times. And the book. Oh my gosh. Well, what did I just tell you, right? What did I just tell you? Study, study, study for the test. Just keep studying. Try not to pressure yourself. I know, by the sounds of this, you're kind of worried now, no doubt. But I think here, study will solve everything. Really dedicate yourself to this. Make it happen. And then you will have less to worry about. So this is just saying, I really think it's really magnified and emphasized here that study is paramount, and focus on those areas that might be giving you the most problems. So I wish you luck with that, Lena. Keep us posted. That's crazy. That Lenormand really surprises me sometimes. All right. Hi, Pamela. It's just little old me today. Mr. O is really not doing that well yet. So I'm holding down the fort here. Unfortunately, I had to close the list, so if you're here for reading, I'm not going to be able to do it today. Jamie's Cowboys is up. Good to see you here. Good to see everybody made it today. And let's see what Jamie's Cowboy, did you post a question? I will look for it. And we got a pretty full house today, and I'm really grateful. Really happy to see that. Thanks everybody for stopping in today. Oh, okay, you've got a question down. Whoopsie. Now I went too far. Where is my screen? There we go. All right. Is my best friend in a past life? So you want to know if your best friend now did you share a past life with them? Let's see what kind of cards we get. Let's give it a shot. Let's use the stack. All right. This is the Sacred She Tarot, and It's just so beautiful. By Ma Devapadma, who did the Tao Oracle and the Osho Zen. We have the Two of Swords reversed, which is restraint here, I believe. Reversed, though. We have the Six of Wands reversed. Triumph. Oh. We have the we have the King of Wands. Such a beautiful card. Look how fiery that is. It's integrity. Upright. Well, this may not give me the full picture. I may want to do a yes/no on this. And I don't mind doing the longer one today. I mean, I think I can handle it. We're doing okay time-wise. So we should be able to do fine. All right. Oh, Well, we have the moon. And we have the lilies. Well, maybe I'll take that back. You know, I don't know why, but when I saw the moon and the lilies pop up, I almost feel that maybe there is some past life that you may have shared in some way together. I don't know how close you were in this past life, though. I will say that. It may be that, you weren't coupled. You just knew each other. You could have worked together. You could have been in the same community together. And I almost feel like this might be something that happened a long time ago. And I'm saying that just because of the lily and moon, that this is really a distant past life. It feels to me here that this is somebody who may not have supported you in some way. I'm looking at the Six of Wands here, and I'm feeling that maybe there was a lack of support. Like if you were, say, some advocate for something in your community or wherever you worked at the time, that they were not somebody who approved or was part of what you wanted to do here, not part of a support group, not somebody who was working to help you succeed in any way. And, this might have been a life where you've had to, struggle to find direction and, and move forward, maybe again, maybe because your integrity and what you stood for was really important to you. And so, sometimes I feel here that we have to make the hard decisions sometime to lose friends or lose family or lose community support if you really want to take a stand on something and it's important to you. You have to be willing to suffer consequences for that. And I think that's sort of what went on in this life in a very general and generic sense. Okay, so why are you friends now and you ground each other now? It could be that because of, for some reason, you're drawn back together to, in my mind, it's not to right the past or anything like that, but it's maybe to, have a different story now. I mean, maybe this is a different chapter for the two of you, where now this person who maybe was strongly not supportive of you in the past is here to be grounding for you today. And you know what? I'm pointing it at you, but I can't rule out that maybe she's the one that didn't, or she is the one, this person is the one who didn't get the support from you in that life. And it's that way. Could be either way here. I mean, I'd have to get more in depth with more cards to try to sort all of that out. But just in a general sense, I'm going to say you probably did share a life together, but it wasn't like you were really close in that life. But now something has drawn you two together again and in a more closer framework. And it's as if now you're here to support each other, which is really interesting to me. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm looking at it with these cards. So I'm going to say this time, I'm sure if Mr. O is here, he'd probably find some other nuances to add to this. But anyway, that's what I see, so good luck with that. Yeah, and we kind of saw that. Didn't we see that in that last reading? This close bond you have with each other and that you seem to ground each other. So it's kind of interesting. And I'm not ruling out that maybe there wasn't another life where you were together, but it seems to be pointing to this one for some reason. So maybe there was a connection between that life, like I said, where there was no support, and now here you are supporting each other like maybe you should have in that lifetime. All right, good luck with that. I like past life attempted readings here. They're very interesting to me. Uh-oh, I almost lost my screen. Sorry. I'm going to the wrong computer. I meant to go here. All right. Let's see. And we're on Naya. I know Naya reposted a question. I'll take a look at that. Here it is. Did Kay Gemini lie on me when she said that some learners had said I am not a good trainer? Was she saying the truth? Well, that's an interesting one. All right. I grab this one. So K, I will refer to them as K. Hi, Flower. Yeah, the list is closed. We're sorry. It's only me today. And, I took 19 readings today, so that's about all I can handle. Oh, thanks, Jamie. You are a trooper and a true supporter. So many of you are, though. I really appreciate all of you. And we keep growing. We just got up to 810. I don't know if it went back down again. I see 810 on my screen, but sometimes that goes up and down and fluctuates. We're on our way to 1,000. That's our goal. So I'm going to look at Kay's motives here. Well, we got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is upright. We've got Temperance. Temperance is reversed. And yes, Naya, I think I'm also going to do a yes-no reading with this one. I think it's necessary. But I think there's some interesting stuff in this reading, too. The Lovers is also reversed. Some people make bad choices in life, and I get the feeling that Kay is making some bad choices here. Let's see. I'm going to throw the Lenormand also in the mix. All right. This rider is getting a workout today. The rider is back. And the letter. Communication. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to say that I'd be a little bit suspicious myself, or a little bit skeptical of what Kay is saying. People talk all the time, and I get and gossip, and I get the feeling here with this Five of Cups upright, Kay is working through some sense of loss here or disappointment. I don't know. Is this person jealous of you? Is this person having other issues? Maybe not being treated. Maybe they feel like they're being singled out for not doing something right, so they want to blame the trainer, or something like that. They're looking at something they've lost here, and they're really not falling back on some of the good things that they could be doing and the right things that they could be doing. Instead, they're looking and dwelling on the stuff that's making them feel bad. And they're out of balance right now. It just seems as though with Temperance here reversed, their emotions are not really in a good place. Something is bothering them. And maybe that's really what's at the crux of it here, is they either feel they don't feel right about something right now. Maybe they aren't getting the training. Maybe it's not you, but maybe they're having a hard time, learning. And maybe they need extra time and attention that they feel they're not getting. I'm just wondering and speculating here on that, because it feels here that they're making some bad choices. I have a feeling that they're not speaking the total truth here when they're not behaving totally ethically. Sometimes when the Lovers is reversed, it's a choice between vice or virtue, being good or being not so good. And so I get that feeling here that they're making some bad choices for themselves, and they could be handling the situation so much better. And I'm looking at this here with the Rider and the Letter and thinking that, they may be communicating things that aren't necessarily true. I know that there is communication going on. This is kind of neutral, though, I will say, Naya. So whether they're actually expressing bad things or if others are agreeing with them, that I can't tell. And maybe that's why I want to do the yes-no. But just by looking at this, it just doesn't look like they're making good choices or decisions here. So let me take a look. Let's do a quick yes-no. So I'm going to ask if Kay is lying. So if it comes out yes, then we'll know. And even then, I sometimes take the yes-nos with a grain of salt. You can kind of see, Naya, where those cards were leading, that they may be kind of embellishing here because they themselves don't want to look like they can't learn, the lessons they need to learn. They may be trying to scapegoat. Right. Wow. Well, it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes, but it's leaning towards yes. And let's take a look at this. You have the Ace of Cups upright. We're looking for aces, remember, just to let us know if it's a yes or no. And then you did get the Ace of Wands reversed. And then you get the Two of Cups reversed. Wow. All right. Just want to gather that up and just say, Naya, this person and you I don't think you guys get along very well to begin with. Am I right? Is there some issues between the two of you? It seems as though she doesn't, could be that they do not like you. Kate does not like you. And so throwing that into the equation, they could definitely be talking, if they're not outright lying, they may be embellishing the truth somewhat. And I do feel maybe it's because they don't like you, or they also, like I said in the previous reading, they really aren't getting the training. They're having problems themselves learning it, and so they want to blame someone else, They want to blame the trainer. Now, so, unless you hear from others that are telling you your training is awful, then, you only have this person's word to go on. So take it with a grain of salt, I would say, unless you are hearing more from others. Well, like I told you here, it looks like she may be lying, okay? It looks like she may be embellishing the truth. In other words, yeah, there's something wrong here. She's not feeling she's getting the training, but it's really her. She's trying to blame you for something that she could handle much better. She just needs maybe some extra support or help that she feels she's not getting. But instead, she wants to bring somebody else down. That's what the cards look like, okay? So unless you hear from somebody else who is telling you, hey, I maybe she's got a point. Maybe you need to slow down your delivery, or you need to do this or that. If you're only hearing from one person that other people are saying this too, take that with a grain of salt, okay? Do not just believe it, all right? That's my advice. Good luck with that. I know you've been dealing with the situation, so I wish you luck. Okay. Hey, Kara, you are up. No, Tanya, I'm sorry. We closed the list. I apologize, but it's just me today, and I've already I'm in the middle of 19 readings, so we had to close the list. So try to come back on Thursday. Hopefully we'll both be here, or I might be here again, which in that case, get here early, all right? All right, Oracle card top and bottom. Okay. Me too, believe me. Kara is not the easiest patient to deal with, let me just say. He would probably say the same thing about me, though, so. All right. We're going to do the spring one. I think I'm sticking with the spring one. I have my liminal forest here, but I like this one. And I want to think spring so badly. Okay. You miss his singing. I was almost going to sing the We Are the Circle chant, but my voice is not in it today. I know his singing trumps mine any day, I guess, at least in his head. So I'll leave the singing to him. All right. Ooh, hey, feel like doing some wreath making? That's the card on top. Let's deal with first. And it says, adorn your world with spells infused with purpose and craft the life you desire. Wreath making. It's kind of interesting to me that you got that card because what is a wreath? It's a circle. And we've had that circle card come up twice, so it's kind of interesting, just noting that. I'm always looking for synchronicities, don't mind me. All right. Okay, wreath making. The keywords are home blessings, magical living, The power of ornamentation. Ooh, I like that. Anything can become a ritual of positive transformation with the right intention. Cleaning your home can become a powerful practice of clearing stagnant energy from yourself and your environment. Filling your home with fragrance can easily present a chance to uplift the spirits of those who dwell in your space, and adorning your home with intentional decor, such as hanging symbols of prosperity or wreaths for protection, can draw in your desires. Everything you fill your environment with can support your journey with ripples of positive energy. Well, that's really interesting. Be mindful of the energy around you, taking care to surround yourself with the people and things that give you a sense of peace and belonging as much as possible. The more you fill your life with things that bring you joy, the more reasons you have to attune the vibration of happiness and fulfillment, drawing more of this energy to you. Ornamentation can be a wonderful practice of self-expression, allowing you to find inspiration in the things you hold most dear. Allow your personal space to become a living vision board, slowly creating a life that is deeply reflective of who you are and who you'd like to become. Additionally, being intentional with people you spend the most time with can contribute to your growth or hinder it. Yeah, if you surround yourself with positive people, you are more likely to have a positive outlook yourself. If your desire is to advance in life, consider spending time with people who have been where you are now, as they offer invaluable insights to help you get ahead while avoiding costly mistakes. So, this is really interesting to me. I think it's saying right now, fill yourself, your home, your surroundings. Maybe put things front and center out there that you can see every day that are promoting the kind of life you want to be living now, or the kind of things you want to be doing now, or the kind of progress you want to make now. So it's like, it's symbiotic magic, right? You want to have all that stuff around you. You want to have those kind of people around you who support you in your goals, in your mission, or just are just a supportive and a positive influence on your life. So that's what you really want to do, because it draws that to you. So whatever it is you really want to focus on, that's what you need to start just putting front and center. So it's everywhere, you're surrounded by it, and you just start doing it. It makes you more getting into the spirit of doing what you really intentionally want to do. So on the bottom, this is an interesting card. We have Aquamarine. Slide this one over. And Aquamarine says, allow the crystalline waters to illuminate the sorrows that need the salve of your presence. Well, not sure how this is going to fit in. Let's take a look. It's number 2. The keywords are emotional cleansing, releasing harmful patterns, and overcoming self-criticism. Aquamarines are one of the most emotionally soothing crystals to work with. Their cool blue hue is reminiscent of lingering ice over an early spring lake, instantly transporting you to a place of harmony and tranquility. To find yourself holding this card is no mistake. Your higher self has drawn this calming energy to you as a sign to find serenity, stillness, and space. You may have been operating from a place of anxiety or even spiritual and emotional survival when you received this card. You might feel as though the goalpost is always moving, or that every obstacle may be the straw that breaks your back. Perhaps you have done this for so long, you aren't even sure you can remember what it's like to have peace. Your soul's call for help has been heard, and this card has appeared to remind you that you do not have to continue along this path. There's a healing sanctuary waiting for you in the depths of your emotional waters. The way to heal your battered soul is to be aware of your ability to confront your feelings, especially as it relates to your question. Examine the source of your emotions to see if there is any validity to them, or whether this is a trigger that is illuminating a much deeper wound that needs healing. Overcoming your harmful patterns will naturally lead to positive resolution for your question, as well as in other areas of your life, and may even help any others involved in your situation also find a pathway to peace. So, you need to make peace with yourself in some way and do some healing work here, it sounds like. And so, if that's the case, maybe you want to surround yourself with healing modalities. Whether you're going through some emotional stuff, I remember you were speaking recently about, changes with how you were taking medications and stuff, and, maybe how some of that was affecting you. So, I mean, whatever you're going through, and if it's just a matter of, trying to get yourself immersed in some project or goal, surround yourself with those things, and maybe working on and also just having that support around you, all those supportive objects and elements around you will uplift your spirits emotionally. Maybe that's why this card came along, with the wreath making card. You need to do something to encourage growth in some area of your life. And in order to do that, surround yourself with those things and, take in that energy. It will heal you. It will make you feel better, So think about how this applies, whether really the whole focus should be on your health and well-being, mental or physical, or whether, it has to do with immersing yourself in something that will be healing in those areas for you. And let's do a quick Lenormand for you, and we'll move on. It's like either stuck on top or something, but there we are again, the Rider. A lot of messages and communication is going to be going on, and the Garden. All right. Well, this might be saying too, this might tie into these cards to say, make sure that you are really communicating with people who resonate with you and your goals and, aren't negative, aren't, being a drain on you in any way, and aren't really negative, bringing you down personally. I mean, everybody has issues. Everybody might gripe about their life or, hey, what's going on in the world right now? You'll see me doing that a lot on some of my shows and other places. But, it's more about how they're supporting and feeling about you. You don't need people who are going to bring you down in your life. So make sure that you are connecting with your true tribe, the people who value you, the people who care about you, and the people who will help you rise up rather than bring you down. That's what I have for you. Good luck with that. Alrighty. You'll be seeing more of this deck. I'll probably be using it for the collective during this time leading up to and including spring equinox. All right. Let's hop on over to Zareen now. It's going to be Zareen's turn. I see it's 3:33 over here. What are Raymond current feelings for you? Okay, let's see what we get. I'll use this one. And let me move that out of the way. Hey, you're welcome, Kara. And sorry if I'm not super chatty, just trying to keep on point. Kind of eyeballing things when I can in the chat. Okay. Current feelings. Well, it's the Tower. The Tower is reversed. It's the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, it's the King of Pentacles reversed. So are you in contact with this person now, Zareen? Or is this you just want to know what's going on with them? Are you close now, or is there problems in the relationship? I'm just wondering. I'm going to put the Lenormand out here too. Oh my goodness. Not so much rock and roll. You are in contact. Okay. Well, I don't know here. It's like I'm getting some not so great signals. Let's take a look though. You know, it might be a passing thing, but okay, we have the bear here. And the star. I almost feel like this person may not be, is either feeling that there's something that they wish you would understand about them, that you're not, the Tower here reversed, or if you have had any kind of disagreements or arguments, you know, in the past, maybe there's a sense here, a feeling that, you know, you're just not seeing their perspective or point on this. They feel like they maybe, that something is left unresolved here that needs some sort of resolution, and or it needs to be addressed. Now, maybe it's their fault because they're not, you know, telling you what it is that's on their mind. I think here it could have something to do with, you know, where this relationship may be, where, you know, your relationship or friendship or whatever it is may be heading. You know, is it going to grow or is it not? I think this person maybe has some doubts or concerns about, you know, where things are heading, you know, with this relationship. You're getting to know each other. Okay. So that could be it here, but maybe they're just not certain yet, you know, about how they feel about, you know, the direction things are going. I get the feeling here, I'm not sure why, but I get the feeling here that they may feel that they want more control in this situation in some way. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Do they feel like they, you know, do they feel like a controlling kind of person? Like they want things their way? Because I'm almost picking that up here, and I see the bear here too, which is a little bit about personal empowerment and taking control. Maybe they want to take a control. Maybe what this is saying to me is they really want to take control of how this relationship moves forward. I almost think here it may take a positive turn, that they may start feeling better about things the more they feel they have control of the situation between the two of you, if that makes sense. Maybe right now, especially if you're doing more long distance communicating with one another, or, you know, you're only seeing each other once in a while, maybe they want a little bit more control here than they already have in how things are moving forward. Because, you know, right now they think things might be a little bit shaky for whatever reason. And maybe it's because they like to feel like they are in control of stuff. So that could be what's going on. I can't really, no, we really try to limit this so everybody gets the same amount. I can throw a card on the bottom. I'll do that for you right now and just see what it says. But I think that really, if you look at what the Seven of Pentacles here is, the Seven of Pentacles is about whether to let something continue to grow and go back to work on it, or whether it should be let go. So it's almost like I feel like it's kind of like, should I stay and should we try to work, not work it out because you aren't saying there's any problems, but work to grow this more, or should I not? They might be in kind of a decision making point right now there. So let's see. Interestingly enough, the Five of Wands is here. The Five of Wands is here, and it's reversed. And I kind of think here, when I see this card, I can go a lot of different ways with it, but I'm looking at the star and the bear here as a little bit of hope. And I'm thinking to myself, if they can feel they have a little bit more control in the relationship, that things will work themselves out. It's really funny because the Five of Wands upright is almost like people competing with each other, people debating each other, people, well, you may feel this way, but this is what I want, and then you either got to find common ground or you don't. But when it's reversed, like it is here, it could be indicating that maybe you find that middle, you find a way to connect more with each other. You find that whatever your differences are, that they can be easily breached, or that you can easily work with each other on them. So in considering the star is here, that's what I think is going on here. I think, Zareen, what you're going to have to keep in mind, and like you mentioned, there is distance here. And I feel that maybe, you're just going to have to work together a little bit longer and can keep communicating with one another and getting to know each other better and see how things go. Give this more time and let them feel a sense of autonomy and a sense that they have, some control here, that they feel a little bit empowered in this relationship. And when I say that, I'm not saying that they should push you around or anything, make all the decisions or anything, but, just let them feel they're that they're an equal partner here, that they're equally powered in this relationship. And that's the best I can tell you right now. So I wish you luck. I think that this just needs more time. That's what I'm hoping. All right. And maybe things can work its way out. Because this card is still like a decision point, and they're deciding what they want to do. And I feel here when I saw the respect and the page, the King of Pentacles is about control, and when it's reversed, they feel like they've lost their sense of control in some matter. So make sure they feel more confident and secure in this relationship if you really want to make it work. So good luck with that. All right. Let's see. We're on Russ. Hey, Russ. You got a question today, or are you hanging out? Okay, Rod is a recent passage. Okay. Let's see what we get there. I think I'll use... I almost want to use this deck again. I think I'm going to use this deck again. Oh, thank you, Zareen. I try. I do try. And hey, I'm a librarian. Of course I'm smart. I'm just kidding. I was a librarian, but you can take the librarian out of the library, but can you really take the library out of the librarian? No. We got a massively huge library of our own here. All right. Okay. Wow. I always love when this card comes up in in these kind of readings, or past life readings even. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Beautiful card. Beautiful representation, and that's change, transition in a way, cyclical time. And followed by the card we had in the last reading, but this time it's upright. It's the Seven of Pentacles upright. Timing. Isn't that interesting? Change and timing. They're all upright, and it's another pentacle. And, this is a real funny representation of the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles shows a man holding tightly to all his financial and material resources. This card looks like he's consuming. Isn't that funny? So it's about consuming, which is interesting in this reading. I think here the message is from Rod is that life goes on. He wants, I think Rod wishes your friend Sarah well, and that they enjoy their life, and that maybe Rod has a message that some change is coming. Might want to let Sarah know that, change is coming, and to be ready and embrace it, because it looks like it will be pretty much positive for you. Rod wants Sarah also to consider too that, when the wheel changes and things are moving in a positive direction, be ready to jump aboard. Be ready to climb aboard and get to work. Get to work on your projects and goals. As Rod was taken from the earth and moving on into the next life, he just wants you to know to grab for the luck, and grab for the timing when it's there. Some things only come around in life once, opportunities, and be ready to grab them and be ready to work on them. This is a card of work and a card of, when it's upright, though, it is talking about maybe pondering and thinking about it. What is it I really truly want to do with my life now going forward? Or what is it I want to do with my career going forward? Rod is saying, this is a time for you to just think about your direction, and is it the right time to jump into something new? And, consuming is an interesting take on the Four of Pentacles here. I think what he wants you to do, Sarah, is to enjoy the things you surround yourself with, the things you have in your life, the things that you're bringing together in your life. He wants you to just take it all in, right? That's what's happening here. Take it all in, because we oftentimes, it's when friends leave us, it's when families leave us, that we realize how precious and how fleeting life can be, especially if there are sudden deaths and things like that. So he is saying, take it all in. This is a time for you to really experience something new, get to work on it, determine what that's going to be. If it's really worth your while, only work on the things that you truly want to grow in your life, Sarah. I think that's what he's saying, because you know what? Time is fleeting, so don't squander it. Don't waste it on what's unimportant to you. Do what's really important to you and what you really want in your life. And, and take it all in. Take it all in. And, it's an interesting tale here in a way, because the way my life is transited, since I had to leave my job, forced to retire, got cancer that very month of my retirement. We were already starting Tarot for Today, which is something, in a way, I always wanted to do with my life, was to do readings for people, and help them and guide them. And now I'm taking it all in, because, hey, life is fleeting. I don't know how long I'm going to be here anymore. And so as long as I can breathe, I want to do what's important to me. So I think that's the message for Sarah here from Rod. I'm going to throw some Lenormand just for the heck of it, and see what we get there. That was a very cool reading here. I think Rod is still, and if I had to say anything about Rod's status out there, he's comfortable where he's at. He is staying, I think, he's not ready, he might be getting close to a transition, but he has not. And I think that he's kind of staying where he's at right now. He may be taking all in this experience of, where he is presently at. Wow. It's the star. Love it. And the lilies. Well, not knowing how old Sarah is, I would say this, that, it seems as though Rod is trying to tell you here, your longevity, life is, you've either lived a long life or you are going to be continuing on for a while. I think there's a lot of, your destiny still awaits you. Your destiny is still out there awaiting you. There is something more for you here, and that's, I think, very evident by some of the cards that we drew here. And maybe this is also saying, if you have any long-term goals or dreams in mind, now is the time, there's no time like the present, that wheel here, to get moving on them. This is a very positive sign. So real nice reading here for Sarah from Rod. All right, that's what we have. Good luck with that. And we are on Shan. Hi, Shan. Sorry I can't spend much time chatting today. Whoops. Let me do this again. All right. There we go. Huh. Boy, this computer. All right, there we are. All right, what is Adam's next action towards me? We are in less contact now. Okay, next action towards you. Let's go back to the first deck. All right. I'm going to need to take a quick water break. Wow, I haven't drank any of my water. Okay. Well, we're clearly going to go into some overtime, but that's all right. I'm in good spirits. I'm in good health, and I'm feeling pretty good. I won't say I'm 100% yet, but I gotta say, I'm like at 95%. It's just clearing out a little bit more from the lungs, and I'll be done. Thank you, Russ. It was an amazingly good reading. I really liked it. It was very clear what was coming through there. Okay, well, Seven of Wands is here. I'm going to lay them all out for this reading, and it is upright. The Two of Pentacles is here reversed. Whoop. We'll maybe have to look at that one. The card that was supposed to come up, though, is the Ace of Wands reversed. I do want to see what this reversal was. Just wanted to jump out. Well, it's interesting. I think we're going to keep it on the side. It's the Nine of Swords reversed. You get a bonus card just by a fluke there. And I'm going to toss the Lenormand. Okay. Next action towards you. Well, you've got the woman, which either could be yourself or that person, or, it could be a man. I never rule anything out. I don't really ascribe gender. It's a person card. So I'm going to say it's you. And the ring. What? So is this a romantic, or is this just a friend, Shan? I'm just curious. Yeah, Angel, it really is. I think Mr. O has something else going on with the dizziness, but whatever infection we had may have exasperated it. And so I'm opening my mind that it could be something other than what we thought it was on Thursday when we were, or at happy hour when we were talking to people about it, and he was doing much better. But I do think that this problem just got worse because of this. And it could be an inner ear issue. He could have some kind of infection or something going on in there. I'm not going to rule that out, just because of the nature of what's going on with him. So we're going to have to get him to the doctor this week. Yeah, there's this thing that's called bipositional, whatever it is. I can't remember the whole name of it. And Kara knows about it. And we thought it was that, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe there's at least two other things that are infectious nature of sorts that affect the ear that could cause what he's going through. So we got to rule it out. I mean, he's just going to have a doctor determine what's going on here, because it seems like it's not going to go out away on its own. So, okay, you're waiting for Adam to heal, so I haven't talked to him in the phone. Okay, well, let me just say this. I think that Adam, you want to know about their next actions. They may be, I don't know, they're a little bit on the defensive, I feel, here for some reason. So they feel like they either have to defend themselves, some stand or some issues that maybe they're having, or maybe they want to set some boundaries or some guidelines for, the relationship between the two of you, whatever it is. They just feel like there's a sense of imbalance here. Either they feel like they don't feel like maybe the two of you are connecting in a balanced manner right now. And so I think that they might be trying to find a balance. They might be trying to find a healthy balance here of, whether it's, communicating more with you or not. They're just trying to figure out what is the right thing for them to do right now that will make sense to them. And the Ace of Wands reversed is indicating here that it just seems as though whatever you're trying to get going, whatever he or she may be trying to get going with you, that it's either delayed or stalled. And it may be delayed or stalled because they feel like they have to right some sort of imbalance that's going on here. However, this all being said, I really feel that they may feel a commitment to you in some way. Like they are committed to, seeing if this can get on track. But I do think there's delays. There's some issues here that need to be worked out and resolved. And the only way to do that, guys, is through communication. So, you're going to have to find a way to communicate with each other more, I think, in order to get to the bottom of what's going on. The Nine of Swords here that popped up this way, reversed, feels to me like don't be overly fearful of things right now. And maybe this is for them, or maybe this is a message for you. Just let things kind of, try to get things on track. Try to encourage dialogue and communication to see where things go. Because being afraid to connect or being afraid to speak what you're feeling, it's not going to do you any good here. You need to cast your fears aside and deal with the reality of the situation and see if things are going to move forward or not. I think that's basically what I see here. And I think it looks fairly like they may feel something for you, a commitment towards working, towards working through any issues that you might be having in communicating with one another. Maybe they're too busy, maybe they're distracted, maybe whatever the case is, they want to work it out, but it's going to take dialogue to do it. You guys got to find a way to communicate more, I think. Benign proximal positional vertigo. Thank you. That's a mouthful. And I wanted to think he had it, but he's been trying some of those exercises and they're not complete, or that exercise specifically recommended for it. And it may take more time as it's not completely working. And he actually felt worse after doing it. And a lot of these symptoms fall in line with something else. It was, oh, I wish I could remember the name of this one. Can't remember it, but it was definitely more like an inner ear disturbance infection that could be caused by the flu or it could be exacerbated by the flu. And that might require actually working with a physical therapist when they can figure out what in the inner ear needs to be addressed. And he also may have to go to an audiologist or an ear, nose, and throat doctor to really get to the bottom of this, I think. I think his doctor might be able to play with it and see if it is that benign proximal thing. But if he doesn't get immediate relief, he's probably going to have to go somewhere else. I really think it's something along the inner ear lines, but hard for me to say what it is. All right, you're very welcome, Shan. That's what I have for you. Good luck with that. I just told him what it was, too, and I can't think of the name of it. I told him, look this up, because I saw it at the Cleveland Clinic site. And actually, when I looked that up, there was another inner ear condition that sounded, again, very similar. It may have worse implications if he doesn't get it looked at. So that's why I want him to look at it, because it could affect his hearing long term going forward if he doesn't get it taken care of. So let me pop into here to get the list. Sile is up. I think they may have left a question. I'm going to check. Or if you're here, post it now. No, Marita, I can't add anybody. I'm sorry. The list has been closed for a while. We had 19 readings and it's only me reading today, so I'm sorry. You really have to try to look for the notifications. Our times are almost always the same except for happy hour. Happy hour, sometimes we have to move to later in the day. But, 7 to 9 p.m. Thursdays, Eastern Standard Time, and 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And once we reach a certain threshold of readings, I have to close the list. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I appreciate it, but I can't add you in today. All right, so Sile, let's see what we have for you. How does Scott think about me? Okay, we'll do that. And I guess back to this one. Oh, wow, that's rough. That is rough. Well, we're hoping to do a lightning round within the next 2 weeks. Like I said, a lot is going to depend on Mr. O here, too. I could do it myself. It's not a problem. But he set this up really nicely for me today. As long as I can get it set up, or maybe he can show me more about some of the preliminaries of getting us live on YouTube, then I can do more of it myself. This is good because it's teaching me how I can work with this program that he works with. All right. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles upright. And I just want to check some Scott. Okay, that's about me. The Hermit. The Hermit is upright as well. The King of Wands is here upright. Oh. Well, how does Scott feel think about me? Well, now, are you in contact with Scott or are you just seeing him from afar? Um, I get the feeling here that they may have some strong feelings towards you. They think you're very smart. They think you're very wise in some way here. They also maybe feel that you're very nice or generous or kind. I feel they sense a kindness about you, that and or that maybe that you're very well balanced. You know, there's that aspect to that Six of Pentacles as well. And the King of Wands here, I almost think this is just kind of describing them. They maybe that just they're looking at you, you know, as somebody. They may have some strong feelings towards you. They may be drawn to you in some way. You know, that they think you're charming. You know, the King of Wands is charming. If I was to put this in the context of how they were feeling about you, and they were looking at you as having that King of Wands energy there, then I think they feel you're rather charming and they're attracted to that. So I think they have good feelings overall. They do. They think maybe they could learn a lot from you, or that they could grow alongside of you, or that maybe you would have some interesting discussions together. You know, the hermit is a hermit who's sometimes alone and aloof. I don't think they think you're like that. I think they're looking at the wise aspects. The hermit is also a wise one that one goes to for advice or knowledge or to learn things from, to have interesting dialogue and conversation. So I kind of feel that way, that might be the impression that they have here, which sounds right. So there is no contact. Okay, well, I just feel like they don't feel bad about you. They might want to get to know you. If you've had problems with them in the past, then I might have to take a different outlook on this card here. If this is about a breakup, I might say that, hey, they really, you know, were looking for a more balanced relationship, and they're thinking of just being alone now, or they just want to leave you alone now, and they're maybe more on a personal journey towards their own self-empowerment right now. That could be what's going on here, and they may be traveling actually on their own. So I mean, it just depends on the circumstances here. If this is somebody who you're seeing at work or at school or in different environments, and you know you're interested in them, then the first thing I mentioned holds true, that they might, you know, they might look at you and think, hey, that looks like a really interesting person here to get to know. But how do you break that ice? You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to say. Let me get the Lenormand in this too. That might help. Oh, they ghosted you. Well, see, some of this stuff might be good to know in advance. I hate to say it, because the cards can go either way. Tarot cards can go either way sometime. Let me see what the Lenormand has to say. So then I think the latter is true, that they may be thinking more of themselves right now than they are of you. They're looking to find some balance in their life. Maybe they're on a financial track, and I don't even know if they're with somebody right now, to be honest with you. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. They may be flying solo right now. They may be alone, you know, and just working on their own personal development right now, or career or financial development. Oh my gosh. Guess what's here? This is not a bent card. There's no reason for this card to keep coming up. The Rider and the Child. So I think here, this is saying that You know, there may be little communication with this person in the future. A child is small things, and considering that they ghosted you, I really have to say that there would be little, if any, communication going forward. If anything, if this person was actually coming back into your life, it might take a long time for them to do so. And I just gotta say this, you know, ghosting is a message in and of itself. If somebody ghosts you, they really are giving you a statement right there. They're done. Who would do that to somebody? I mean, you have to think about what that means. To just cut somebody off, don't leave them hanging, don't do anything, don't communicate anymore. That right there might tell you what they're thinking about you. They've let you go is possibly it here. Because these cards could say they are on a solo journey right now and you know, they're moving on. And there might be little to no communication in the future. But I would just recommend this to anybody who gets ghosted by anybody. Don't give them the time of day anymore. Because anybody who is rude enough to do that to you, number one, if they came crawling back or coming back, do you really trust them? Do you think you would have trust that that wouldn't happen again? It's just so rude and impolite and unfair to do that to someone. So I just have to say that, Sile. I I wouldn't give them the time of day anymore. They're on their own track, I think, really. So I wish you luck with that. They may not have thought badly of you, but, you know, they might just be people who love doing that sort of thing, leading people on and then ghosting them, you know, an ego thing. It could be something like that. And so that's what I'm saying. There may be no bad feelings. They're just a rude person. And maybe, even though they might have liked you as a person, they may have decided, I don't want to deal with a person in my life right now, or I'm looking for someone else. It's no reflection on you. It's a reflection on them that they ghosted you. So good luck with that. All right. And good to see you again anyway. I hope you have some better, you know, situations coming your way. Because this person, and... All right. I had somebody who I thought was a friend, and we had a bit of a disagreement, but they decided to just block me, you know, and I never blocked them. And so, you know, but I'm done with them now. I'm totally done with them. They will never be able to come back because they did that. And I'm just like, wow, okay, you've made your statement. Now, you know, in the future, I'll make mine. So, you know, gotta play hardball sometimes. Just gotta do it. All right, let's see. Oh, that's all right, Mandy. I feel called to something important lately. My friend says it's from, Hecate and Lilith. What are the next steps I can take to fulfill that calling? Ooh. All right. All right, so let's look at next steps here. And I'm using this absolutely gorgeous Sacred She Tarot. I love this deck. All right. Okay. Well, how interesting is that? This looks to be the Eight of Cups, upright. And they call it separation. And then you've got the Six of Cups, which they're calling passion. It's really interesting to me. Okay, this is the... Oh, it's the moon. Silly me. Took me a minute there. See, it's the purple border, and of course it's got the Roman numerals, and there's the moon, and things howling at it. Okay, and it's reversed. Well, I think separation, or the Eight of Cups here, is an interesting card, because it's indicating that you may have to leave something behind. Your next step should be to leave something behind to pursue this higher aim of yours, to pursue this calling that you have, from Hecate. So I think here you're called to something that is demanding you release your hold on something else, or you let something go in order to do that. Maybe there's other things in your life that are interfering with your ability to take this on at this time. So you'll have to make some choices here. Sometimes we don't want to leave certain things behind because, once you do, sometimes there's no coming back to it. So whether this is people, whether you have to, maybe tone down socializing or going to events for a while in order to pursue this path, or maybe not doing things in groups so much, but pursuing this path, this calling that you have, that might be what you have to do. And I think here it's really bizarre to me that the Six of Cups is passion here, because I look at that as more of a memory thing, in a way. So it might be saying here, if we combine these together, though, you may have to pick and choose something from your past, maybe, is what you have to let go of. Maybe there's been something really good that you've been holding on to, that you've been always doing, okay, that maybe now you're going to have to put that on the back burner or let it go completely, because you are called to do something else now. You're called to aim higher. You're called to reach a higher level in something. That's very interesting to me. And the moon. The moon reversed is indicating to me that if you're confused about what this all is, that I think a revelation is coming, that there'll be more revelations here. Something is going to hit the light of day. You're going to be awakened. The moon upright they call anxiety, and it's true. Sometimes the moon upright can be about uncertainty, right? So that can make people anxious. But I think here that anxiety, with it reversed, it's indicating clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. I think that maybe you should do some workings. You should maybe do some meditations or workings, maybe do some card readings even if you can, where you're trying to channel messages from Hecate to see if you can get more information on exactly what it is you need to be doing. But it's clear to me some separation has to occur here. Let's take a look at the Lenormand. Well, it could be your job, but it could be other things, like maybe if you've been following a particular spiritual journey or path, or you have been, for example, adding something new, maybe that's got to go, until and so you can make the time for this. So, yeah, it could be, I won't rule out your job, but it could be something like that as well. It could be just things like personal life. Maybe you have to tone down some things for a while to find more quiet, still times for yourself to go deep and figure out where you're supposed to go. All right. Let's see what we have. Well, I was going to complicate things. There's the fish. What? I don't think you should leave your job. Don't know why, but that's like committing yourself to making sure your finances are secure and stable, etc. As one way to look at this. But also, This is to commit yourself maybe to exploring the possibilities here. If you're still unsure exactly what Hecate is calling, is requiring you to do, this is a time for you to really explore the possibilities and try to get more information. Try to achieve that clarity, okay? Because maybe right now you might be all over the place trying to figure out exactly what it is you really need to be committing yourself towards. But I would say also, yeah, don't give up the day job yet until maybe you can figure things out more for yourself. So, I don't know. Good luck with that. Feel free to come back if you want a little bit more clarity and we can look at this more. Maybe when Mr. O's better too and he can chime in on what he sees. Wish you luck with that. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. I keep taking myself off. All right. I want to be here. We're on Shirley now, finally. We just got 3 more readings. I know I am well into overtime. Okay. All right. Shirley is up, and Shirley did post something. Let me go look. Yeah, you don't want to be broke in this environment today. Good luck with that. Let me go find Shirley. I'm going back a little ways here. And a nice active chat. I always love to see that. Okay, yeah, I know she came in before her. Let's have a look. There's Aisha. Now I'm close. All right, I don't see a question. Posted my question above. There it is. Please ask, what is the person on my mind's current feelings for me? Next actions in the next 7 to 10 days. All right, let's see what we can get there. I got you. And yeah, this one. And I'm going to post the list again in a minute. I'm just going to get these shuffled first. But we're really on our last reading. So I did post it. Shirley, Tajavi, and Aisha. All right. Got ahead of myself. Okay, so it's the Queen of Cups reversed. Three of Wands is reversed. Goodness, there we go. And finally, the Lovers is reversed. Oh boy. Well, geez, these cards. I thought I mixed them up good too. All right, the Queen of Cups reversed. Well, I'm not sure that they're really thinking about too much right now or in a good way. They may feel, they may not be including you in their future plans right now. At least not those immediate future plans for the next 7 to 10 days as you had suggested, Shirley. I just get that feeling here. There's just some disappointment going on here. And I don't know if they're disappointed in some choice or move or decision that you've made, or if they're disappointed in a choice, move, or decision that they've made. It could be that. But either way, when I'm looking at the Three of Wands reversed, I'm just getting this feel from that card that they're not anticipating or thinking or have you in their plans for the next 7 to 10 days. Or they just don't know how they could work you into their plans maybe for the next 7 to 10 days. So I'm thinking there's no movement or any kind of communication that may be happening here. So whatever this is about, if it's like somebody you're waiting for a job offer, or if this is about a relationship, it just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere positive right now. I want to throw the Lenormand in this too. Maybe it'll give me something else to work off of here. Oh boy, the Scythe is here. Yikes. And the Lilies. I have a feeling that, it might take a while if you're expecting them to come around and contact you before they do. It seems like they've cut off a connection, or that they've cut off growth here. For the time being, at any rate. I don't want to, if this is somebody you've been long-term connected with in some way, surely they may be, I don't want to say that they're severing those ties. I really don't want to say that. But I do think that it's just, they're not seeing like any future development happening at this point in time. So I don't think you're going to hear from them in the next 7 to 10 days. That's really, I think, what it comes down to for me. So, if you want to ask again after that time period and see if anything has shifted and changed, but that's what I'm seeing right now. It just does not look really positive at all here. And it's kind of interesting to me, too, that we have these different cards here. It's interesting they all have, I guess these cards all have a red border. They're not color-coded like my other ones, because I was thinking, is that really the Queen of Cups or is that the Queen of Wands? So I'm confusing my decks here, but no. So I see what's going on here. I just feel nothing developing for now. Good luck with that. Sorry you had to wait so long to hear that, too. Anyway. All right, so we are on to Javi's question. I see you had posted it above. I'll take a look at that in a minute. All right, so to Javi, what are Sid's next actions towards me? Let's try a different deck again, see what we get. Okay. Oh, Neil Malkin subscribed. Hey, thank you. I was wondering, I was hearing a tone and I'm like, I'm not used to seeing things pop up. That's awesome. Thank you, Neil. Unfortunately, I can't read for you today because we're really into overtime and my partner is sick today, my husband, so it's only me today. But thank you so much for subscribing, and I hope to see you at another live show. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed here to Javi. Oh, jeez. And then when I get upright cards I don't want upright, I'm kind of disappointed. It's the Three of Swords upright. And the Queen of Swords is reversed. Well, this is not looking very hopeful either. Let me throw the Lenormand out. And I'm going to ask while I'm doing that to Javi, is this somebody that you've had a falling out with by chance? Just need to know, because these don't look very happy. Oh, take care, Kara. We'll see you soon. All right, yeah, that's what it sounds like here. Let's see if anything good can come of this, though. I'm a little concerned. It's the Scythe again. It's those cutting implements, which I don't like in relation to the Three of Swords here as well. But then there's the Clover. But, I'm going to have an interesting take on this one for you, Tajavi. Well, so what are their feelings or next moves? Yeah, next actions. They're not good. You know, their next actions might be a little bit heartbreaking to you or disappointing to you or sad. They feel like maybe they're feeling sad. Maybe they're feeling blue about what happened. Maybe, I'm not going to rule that out either here. I feel like they might be feeling sad or disappointed and at a loss right now. They're feeling a loss. And they know that their luck has taken a turn for the worse right now, or the situation between the two of you is not in a good place. It's taken a negative turn. That's the wheel of fortune, and it's reversed, right? And so, I feel here that they may be mulling the choices or decisions they've made, but also they may be feeling a sense of coldness coming from you, whether it's right or wrong. Sometimes people like to blame the other, and of course it's the other person's fault. They've been acting cold and heartless to me, when in fact, maybe it was their actions that generated the problem. So whatever the case may be, they are not making really sound decisions right now, and they may be accepting the fact that this relationship could be at an end, and that, that this just turned into something very unhappy. Now, that being said, we have this luck card here. It's really ironic to me that we have bad luck and we have good luck, right? So it's almost like it's hanging in the balance. This relationship is hanging in some sort of balance here, is what I feel. That could be. That could very well be. And I think here that two things could occur here. Two things could occur. Through luck, you could possibly, or they could possibly reattach the cords through luck, or through fate. Maybe the cords someday could be reattached. Or what this is saying to me, really, personally, is that better luck could be found, maybe they're feeling, by cutting the cord, by letting this go. Maybe they feel they're not going to be able to repair what went wrong here. It's sort of what I'm feeling. And yeah, maybe they feel bad about it, but also they may just feel it's irreparable too. So being that there's luck and fate here, if you really feel there's any hope and there is any way that you can contact them and try to see if there's anything, can we talk this out? Can we try to reconcile? Then you'll know. But if they've cut you off completely, I think you're just going to have to take that for what it's worth, because it really looks like things are stacked against this, repairing itself right now. So it's up to you to decide that, or even if you can. Well, I'm not saying you should, but I am saying if you really want the final answer, maybe you should. Because it's always bad to be left hanging. You don't know whether you should wait it out, if they're going to get over it, if the silence is going to come to an end. Maybe you need to break that silence to see if it'll make a difference and you can work things out. And that way you'll know one way or another. And I would say if you get no response or a negative response, that's your answer. So good luck with that. I always say that, hey, sometimes you feel it's wrong to communicate with someone. You don't want to push them. It depends on a lot of factors. How much time has elapsed, how long you want to wait and wait for them to do something. Then do something yourself. Do something yourself to push this forward or to find out what you need to know so you can have peace and you can move on. That would be my advice. So good luck with that. And we are finally on, last but not least, Aisha, did you leave a question? I'll go take a look. Oops, there I go again. Working with two computers is fun. I don't like it. All right. But it's the best way for me to handle the chat, to use mine. Hey, you're welcome to Javi. All right, let me move up the list here and find Aisha's question. I think I'm close. Okay, can I be added? Does Zaid Mahmoud feel bad that I said no to his proposal? Okay, Zaid. Okay, does he feel bad? All right, let's see what he's feeling. If we can try to get a picture on that. It's always a little bit trickier, we do it, but it's hard to get somebody else's head who's not here. We do try and see if we can get a picture on that. And if it's not clear, I'll do a quick yes, no with the cards. Just want to see. That really might be the way to get to the bottom and heart of it, but... Okay, whoa. The Five of Swords reversed is here. My goodness. Wow, I'm going to have something to say about that. All right. Five of Wands is reversed here. And this is interesting. It's the Six of Swords reversed. Well, Lenormand for sure. I may not need to do the yes, no. You want to know if they feel bad? I think they might feel angry more than bad, to be honest with you. But I want to see what the Lenormand is going to bring. Well, we have the Star. That's certainly positive considering the other cards here. And we have the Child. All right. So what do they feel? They feel angry or hurt. They feel like, they're mad. They're mad that you rejected the proposal. But it looks to me like they just want to walk away now. It's possible here that they're accepting that fact that maybe there's no way to turn this around and they're thinking of walking away. That's what it looks like here because the 5 sometimes means that rather than get in a fight or argument, they'd rather just walk away. So, because when that card is upright, it's people really engaging each other in dialogue that can get sometimes heated, as you try to work things out with one another. But when this is reversed, it's kind of like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. And then the Six of Swords here is indicating to me they almost feel like there's just no going forward here. They feel like this has just put them in a spot that they wouldn't be able to get, move forward in any way. So in other words, it just makes me feel like they're giving up. They could have that attitude of giving up on this, moving on, and being a little bit angry and perturbed, upset that, you did not accept their proposal. Now, that being said, I feel like they're trying to take very small steps forward to bring some more positive energy into their life after this has happened. I think that they're just, ready to maybe find their destiny elsewhere, but they may be taking their time doing it. So you'll have to keep me posted on this one, though, I would say, Aisha. I'll be curious to see if this person comes back into your life and does try to come back in. Because right now, it really doesn't look like that. It looks like they may want to give up. But, the cards sometimes get it wrong. So I would be curious to see what happens here. All right? But I don't see a future here right now. I think that they've just decided they'll move on then, They're angry. They're upset. Maybe they thought their proposal was reasonable and that you should accept them, who they are, how they are, whatever. And they're upset it didn't work out. So that's what I have for you. Good luck with that. And we made it. We made it like almost 45 minutes into overtime, my goodness. Bit off a little more than I could chew. Maybe took a little bit more time talking to people. Talking about Mr. O's illness. I want everybody to know that I think he'll be all right in the long term. We just got to get to the bottom of what's wrong. And, with the weather being bad and our doctor is quite a distance away, since it's not anything life-threatening, we're just trying to get ourselves to the point where we can get him there, because he definitely needs to get a diagnosis on this one, I think. So I want to thank you all for your patience, for working with me today as I made it through the readings. And I'm sorry for the people we could not read for today. I hope you all come back. I'm grateful we got a new subscriber today. Thank you for subscribing. And hope to see you all again really, really soon. Want you to, let's see if I can actually do this right. I want you all to take care. Let's see. Where is that one? Hold on. Man, he's sure.